We had with regards to jummah mubarak. So the brother asked a common question. Sometimes on a Friday, on a jummah, you may receive a text, or nowadays a WhatsApp or a Telegram message or a Facebook message, where it says, jummah mubarak. And the brother mentioned that he's heard different people say that. Some say it's okay, some say no, we shouldn't be saying it. The issue with jummah mubarak comes where if you specifically say that it is sunnah to say this, okay, if one says that it's sunnah, if you use this term that it's sunnah to say jummah mubarak to other people, then we need to come with specific evidences, specific reasoning from the imams or whatever it may be, or the scholars of the past, as to why you say it's categorize it as sunnah. Jummah mubarak nowadays is not considered an act of a specific act of worship. Rather, it's just something like you say to other people, as you would say, good morning, for example. We don't specifically need proof. If to see your brother, you say Assalamu alaikum, good morning, how are you, for example. You don't specifically need proof to say good morning to them. And nobody does this. Why? Because we're not saying that this phrase good morning is an act of worship. Similarly here, Jummah Mubarak, we're not saying, nobody says that it is an act of worship. There may be some, but the vast majority anyway, do not consider this in and of itself as an act of worship. Because it's not an act of worship, it's not considered bid'ah. Because bid'ah, which would be an innovation, comes into the acts of worship category of affairs, if you like. So, inshallah, there's no problem. I am aware that there have been some fatwa in the past of some scholars in other countries who mentioned this and mentioned that it is bid'ah. But again, here anyway, that I can speak from being in the UK anyway, that the context that we have here, that it's not considered an act of worship, rather it's just considered normal greeting, and because of this, then there's no problem in it. If one does say that it's specific, that it's sunnah to say Jummah Mubarak, then again it takes a different ruling. But generally saying it, there's no problem. If you are, then the next question comes, should we be saying it? Should we be openly messaging one another? Again, this is a separate issue. So we're not talking about whether one should do it or not. We're just saying, is it permissible to do it? Is it bid'ah? Is it sinful? And the answer is, inshallah, no. The one is not sinful for saying Jummah Mubarak, for example, to another person. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best.